One thing that Ampirical specializes is automating PLS CAD. I think we're one of the better users of PLS CAD across the industry. We've done a lot of material management for some clients. We've had a couple of clients that just started using PLS CAD, and we've taken all their information, their design criteria, their bill of materials on each structure, all their framings, and built all those framings, put all the materials associated with it, and built a standard library for their entire classes of poles from 69 kV all the way to 500 kV. So now when they go and build a new line and they put these new structures in with the bill of materials, we can automatically get the bill of materials for that project, get costs associated with those materials, get costs associated with labor, and get a lot more efficient on our estimates, get a lot more efficient on designs, get a lot more efficient on ordering materials and get materials on site. We also automate it in a way that we can change out the conductor, and it'll automatically change all the clamps that are associated with that conductor size, the armor rods, the clamp itself, and anything else that's associated with that conductor. Same thing with the fiber optic that's attached to it. If we change out that fiber optic to a shield wire, it'll automatically change the clamps and automate everything we're doing in PLS CAD to automatically spit out that correct bill of materials. They've had a lot of success with it. They use it all the time, and we've gotten a lot of good feedback on it.
So what's some of the feedback that you've gotten on being able to automate these things? And it sounds like there's this huge time saver of being able to recall things after you have them in. So what are some of the highlights, pieces of feedback around people, how they love using this?
You know, materials is always something that's a pain to put together and count materials through, but being able to automate it and getting that bill of materials and letting the computer do the work has saved a lot of time. It keeps that bill of materials accurate. And it keeps the cost there too. They can kind of get that historical cost that's associated with that material and come up with some more estimates that have some cost certainty to them, and not just ballparking a cost with them.
Oh, that's interesting. How much time do you think this is saving your customers?
Probably a couple of days just on the bill of material part of it. Building these framings, if they had to build the framings from scratch every time, that would take a good bit of time as well. But it's more the QA/QC portion of it. You know that these framings are built correct. You know the bill of materials is built correct. Everything is in there, and the design criteria is correct. So when you go to a QA/QC, that QA/QC person doesn't have to go back through all that to make sure that the engineer set it up correctly. It's already done. It's cataloged. It's set in their ways, and they don't have to come back and double check that portion of it.
Yeah, the double checking I know is a big issue. So if someone wasn't doing it this way, walk us through what that looks like.
Well, you'd have a lot longer training period, because now you'd have to train someone, and you still probably would, but you wouldn't have to train them as hard to be able to frame the drawings, know what every part is, make sure every part's included in there. And then getting associated with those materials, you get someone that's coming straight out of college, they don't understand all the materials just yet, so it's a lot longer training period to get them up to speed to where everything is done already for them. They just kind of plug in and play in now.
Now, if you were going to give a brand new customer of Empirical's one piece of advice on why they should move to this automation, what would it be?
It's just easier to use. I mean, if we use it for our own projects, we take those same poles and libraries, and it's so much quicker than having to build it from scratch. It's just you grabbing something, plugging in, playing, and building a model, and you can get, within a day, we can do a cost estimate for a 20-mile job, and automate it pretty quick. So
say that one more time. Within a day, you can do what?
Within a day, we could build a 20-mile and get an estimate for a job, because it's all there already, and have a bill of materials at each structure, and bill of materials for the whole project, costs associated with all that.
If you were doing it the old way, how many days do you think that would be?
There's still some automation in there, but building the framings, it depends how many framings are in there. We may take a day just building the poles, then putting in all the poles, but then the bill of materials, you'd probably be using spreadsheets if it wasn't in there. So, maybe a week.
Wow. So we've gone from a week to a day, and getting all of everything compiled, costs estimated, and everything ready to go just by using some of this automation.
That's correct. And then it's correct because it's all built from the beginning, and it's been QA QC'd in the beginning. So every time you use it, it's all there.
So speed and accuracy.
That's correct.
You've heard it here first, everyone.